Julio Llorente was a good friend of mine at the beginning, and Manny, another good friend of mine.
Michael Turbu, he was just a great friend. He helped me a lot when I was first diagnosed, let me know that I was still a human being and that I could enjoy life. He always made me laugh, so I really miss him.
I've seen so many people that have passed away that I don't remember their names and everything, but I respect them.
Jeremy, he was a friend, I don't know his last name, and Hermit, he was really a nice guy. He helped me out a lot when no one else would.
I do want those people remembered. Not necessarily me personally, but society in a whole, I think, needs to remember the people that lost their lives to this disease.
I knew I was sick for over a month before graduation from college, and I went to see the doctor about it, and he did a blood work on me. And the next 2 days, he called me in and told me it was urgent, and he told me that, you know, I'm HIV positive, and I was completely floored.
It was 1989, and I was actually laying in bed, sick with the flu, and I got this phone call from a doctor, and this is back when they didn't really have much protocols back then, and he just bluntly, straight out said, "You have AIDS," and that was it, and it devastated my life. I thought that was basically a ticket to die.
I think it was in 2005. I was married. I got this in a marriage. And I didn't know if he realized he had it or not, but when I brought him into the doctor for a checkup, that's when I found out.
Very confusing for me because I had never really exposed myself to, you know, like most people think, well, maybe you were promiscuous or you were doing this. No, I was in a monotonous straight relationship basically, and unfortunately the person that gave it to me never informed me and was out on a rampage of that. So to me it was brain-wracking because she didn't tell me. I couldn't figure out. I went back to the only other 3 relationships I had, and it was very hard.
I had been sick for a long time, and my family doctor just kept giving me antibiotics, and he finally sent me to a different doctor that ran an HIV test and didn't tell me that he had done that. And he called me back in and informed me that I was HIV positive.
Everybody's ultimate hope is for a cure.
Simple treatment.
Hopefully we can get away from having so many medications that you have to take on a daily basis, plus all the other supportive medication.
We've come a long way. There's a lot of exciting things coming at us, and so I just hope that we can work to get more people into care and to release the stigma that we're just normal people.
And we can get down to maybe something that we only take once a week, or be it a shot or be it whatever.
But I have a hope that we can bring more awareness to the transgender community that is positive.
We all want to live a long life, you know? And if they can find a cure or experimental drugs that will help, then I think that's good.
It's not a death sentence anymore.
You're not going to die tomorrow. You can still live a long, healthy life just like anyone else.
There is a lot more hope nowadays than there was years ago.
There are some things you have to do to take care of yourself, but as long as you follow your doctor's instructions and try to maintain the best attitude possible, you can have a good, healthy life.
Remember, you're not alone. There's a lot of us out there that can help you. Just don't shut down, just reach out.
You don't have to hide it, because a lot of people, they might have it, but they will not come out and say they have it. People that I know that have been with people that had it.
Don't be afraid to ask, because we're out there. We will hold your hand if we need to, as they say, and guide you and help you to go through all the steps, because it is very hard to be alone.
Take a deep breath. You're going to be okay. Surround yourself with a good care team. Surround yourself with family and loved ones, and just know that you can continue on the exact same path that you were before the second that you were told that you were HIV positive.
Educate yourself about the disease, and not only about the disease, but how to prevent it.
It's not a picnic, so please don't take it for granted. That's the most thing that I think it's the most important part. They should never take it for granted.
I think just society in general is starting to forget that HIV positive people is out there and that the disease is out there.
Protect yourself, and the person that is HIV, I think, should still communicate to this person if you're going to get intimate or whatever, to go ahead and let them know also, because it's showing that you care also, both ways.
People need to know that you need to know your status.
I'd rather know than not know. I'd rather know.
I think education. It's the most important thing.
Know how to prevent it.
I think the best way to help those that are HIV positive is to really just treat us like everybody else. Don't marginalize who we are. I don't want anybody to treat me special or different. I just want to be able to be me. So just really let us be the human beings that we are. We're just like everybody else.
Be a part of the solution.
Getting that stigma out of the way would make a big difference to help.
It's very important for your family to be there to support you, and friends. And that's how you really find out who your friends and family are.
If you have a family member, if you have a friend, if you have a spouse, support them.
It's everybody. Even if you just influence one person or educate them, it's worth it. Because I mean, if everybody does their little grain of salt or sand or whatever and puts into it, eventually, that one person can change one person or 10 people, and that'll just continue expanding and expanding.
Or someone to talk to without being discriminated against.
There's just so many ways, if you'll seek it out, that you can receive the support. And I would just encourage more people to get involved, because the more people that get involved in supporting those that are afflicted with the disease just helps us all become a stronger community.
The only way you're going to get the word out is by everyone contributing their little bit, even if it's just simple education.
By being educated, you're able to give more support, and you're able to understand what these people are going through.
I would say act up to the community, and help with fundraising or aid, or maybe Wichita Pride. We can show everyone that we are here for everyone, and we are one big family.
Giving HIV positive people unconditional love and support, giving that feeling of acceptance that you sometimes don't get in other places.
They support us by helping us out with groceries and stuff. Sometimes if you just need someone to talk to.
We need the community to come a little bit more together. I think that's the most important thing.
More of a faith-based getting together to provide support so that people don't feel attacked when they have the same faith as everyone else.
I've seen it worse. I've seen it a lot worse. And we're accepted here as people, and I think that makes a big difference.
Get tested, know your status.
Get tested and know your status.
Get tested and know your status.
Get tested and know your status.
Please get tested, know your status.